I've nie versehen a man so calm.
Even when faced with an armed robbery, he simply smiled and handed over all the cash from the register. But the greedy robber wasn't satisfied. His eyes landed on the female cashier's ring. Ignoring her desperate pleas, he reached for it. As the situation escalated, the man's expression darkened. A sharp glint flickered in his eyes as he memorized every detail of the robber's appearance. Just as his gaze grew colder, a mother walked in with her 2 children. In that instant, the man changed his mind. He gently removed the ring from the cashier's finger and handed it to the robber. As the thief strutted out the door, he had no idea the man was silently following behind, committing his license plate to memory. With a chilling calmness, the man walked to a nearby shelf, picked up a hammer of just the right size, and left. The next morning, when the cashier opened the register, she found her stolen ring inside. Meanwhile, the man carefully wiped the blood off the hammer and placed it back on the shelf. Mike was once an elite Marine raider, but he had grown weary of a life filled with violence and danger. After leaving the military, he sought out a simple job, one that led him to a small restaurant, where he met Lisa, a girl who loved music. But under the grip of the local mafia, Lisa was forced into a job she despised. One evening, as they strolled through the streets, a car suddenly pulled up beside them. A gang member stepped out and struck Lisa across the face. Before Mike could react, Lisa looked at him and whispered, "It's okay, just go." Then, the gang shoved her into the car. Mike didn't move. The thugs were armed, and he knew better than to act impulsively. One of them smirked, handed him a business card, and said, "Call if you ever need something." Then they sped off, taking Lisa with them. For days, Lisa was nowhere to be found. Then one day, the restaurant owner finally let it slip. Lisa had been beaten so badly she was still in the hospital. Mike rushed to her bedside. Seeing her bruised and battered face, something inside him snapped. From Lisa's best friend he learned the reason. She had simply argued with a customer, and for that, the gang had nearly beaten her to death. Mike sat in silence, staring at the music CD Lisa had once given him. His decision was made.